SEO in 2025 isn't what it used to be. AI is changing the game, but not in the ways you might think. AI overviews, generative search, ChatGPT as a search engine, AI models from Claude to Perplexity and Google, there's been an undeniable shift in search behavior. But that doesn't mean SEO is dead. It just means we need to adapt and use AI strategically to our own advantage. Today, I'll show you how to use AI for SEO right now with practical tools and techniques that'll actually work. We'll be using my tools inside RightBlogger for the demos, but the principles apply no matter which tools you're using. If you like what you see, you can make a free RightBlogger account using the link in the description below this video, and as I tell everyone, please get the most out of our tools on the free plan before you consider upgrading. First up, we'll be going through 3 powerful tools for research and ideation. Then we'll be diving into content creation tools, my favorite tools for SEO optimization, and finally, tools for repurposing your existing content into even more content that'll help you attract a wider audience. Step 1 is finding the right topics to target, research and ideation. The best part is that AI can help you go beyond basic keyword research and straight to uncovering the real problems you can help your audience solve. First up is RightBlogger's keyword research tool. I'm going to start by searching for the topic content marketing. It's a very high-level topic, not something that you'd necessarily want to publish an article just about this topic. It's extremely competitive. There's a lot of sites trying to rank for it. Now, as you can see here, we display really key information about each and every keyword that pops up in our keyword research tool. You have the opportunity to look at how much volume there is. This is the number of people searching for this particular term each month. It's an estimate. Take it with a grain of salt like all keyword research tools, but this is going to be directionally useful in helping you decide how to prioritize which topics to pursue based on how large of an audience there is. As you can see here in the next column for competition, you get a rating based between low to medium, high, and very high based on how competitive it's going to be for your site to rank for this particular keyword phrase. And then finally, in the third column, we have a cost per click estimate. This is essentially how much other websites are paying to display in the top few sponsored results for this particular keyword phrase in a Google search result page. The thing you want to look at in the cost per click column is to just make sure that there is a value here. Don't place too much emphasis on what the actual dollar amount is, though when you see a higher dollar amount, you can kind of assume that the traffic is worth a little bit more to the websites that are paying to rank for these terms. What you really want to look for is in the competition column here. This is how I like to filter my results doing keyword research so that I can see the lowest competition keywords right up at the top and then look at the ones that have the most search volume and low competition. The real sweet spot with identifying topics to pursue for your blog, for your YouTube channel, for your podcast is nailing that overlap between low to medium competition and somewhere in the hundreds to low thousands of monthly searches. That's going to really position your site to rank for terms that aren't quite as competitive as some of the most competitive topics related to the search you just did, and it's going to identify topics that have some real search demand behind them. We've designed this keyword research tool to emphasize spotting long tail keyword opportunities. These are topics that have more words in them and thus less monthly searches are being done, but they have less competition than something like just content marketing. For example, creative content marketing ideas is much more specific. This is a really good example of a long tail keyword phrase that has some solid search demand and low competition. It has a cost per click value, so I'm confident that people are actually searching for this and that the traffic could be monetized in some way. Now, once I like an idea here, I could always copy this directly to my clipboard. I could click the tools button and continue working with this keyword phrase with other RightBlogger tools. But let's say you want to generate some more related ideas here. Another AI feature we've built into our keyword generator is this little sparkle button over here. When you type in a topic into the field and you click this button, it's going to generate a list of similar keywords to populate for your search. And as you can see, if we run this search again, now including our AI suggested keywords into the mix here, we're going to get a different set of results and suggestions. Now, as we scroll using our AI suggested list of keywords, we get some different topics to consider, and we can again filter them based on low and then look at the volume matches and see which kinds of topics we do want to pursue. Next, let's take a look at the People Also Ask tool inside RightBlogger. We're going to use one of the topics we found you doing our keyword research in the previous step and plug it in here. Now, what we're going to get is a targeted list of questions, topics, keywords that people are searching and questions people are asking related to the topic AI-powered content marketing. You've probably seen it in Google search results. There's usually a little section called People Also Ask with a drop-down of questions. This is pulling rich SEO data from those exact searches, and it's going to give us a list of different topic ideas, ways that we could pursue writing about this topic, AI content marketing, to kind of expand our search and give us a broader picture of how real people are interacting with this term. Now, when you expand this little button here, you're going to get a really cool analysis that talks about different ways you can approach this. It suggests different types of content formats that you can create in. This one suggests some interactive infographics, engaging video content, informative blog posts, 3 main key ways that you can cover this particular topic in a way that your audience is going to want to engage with you. Plus, it's going to identify some opportunities for how you can be more unique than the other pieces of content that are out there on these topics. Some suggestions here like authority building, the competitive landscape, analyzing competitors' content, and then intent variations. So nailing the types of intent that people have based on the different keywords they're searching is the underlying foundation that's going to help you make better content. And again, AI's here providing insights for you to then go and make decisions with in how you want to produce your content. Next, let's look at the SEO keyword cluster generator tool. I'm going to use the same example here, AI-powered content marketing, and turn on this group similar. It's basically just going to make the list of keywords within each cluster look a little bit cleaner. A keyword cluster is a list of topics broken down by category that expands the general topic we started with here, AI-powered content marketing, into a really big list of different ways we can approach it, again, broken down by category. So the bold header sections are examples of categories for how you could cover this topic, AI-powered content marketing. And as we can see here, we've got some categories including different AI tools for content creation, SEO and AI integration, personalization and targeting, content types and AI applications, lots of different ways, benefits, challenges, industry trends, competitor research, lots of ways that you can pursue writing about this topic. And again, these tools are designed to give you really interesting insights and suggestions on how you could pursue writing about these topics that are going to be more unique than the ways your competitors are covering them. And then the benefit of generating a cluster is that you get a really comprehensive snapshot of everything you'd want to cover, or at least consider covering, to really become authoritative on this topic across your site. You can also use RightBlogger Chat to brainstorm keywords, check search volume, and get long-tail keyword suggestions based on the broader topics you're researching. I use this one all the time, so let's go ahead and just run this example on AI-powered content marketing here. You can see the prompt that I created is pretty simple. It's relatively straightforward. Generate a list of long-tail keywords related to the keyword in parentheses AI content marketing, and include keyword data with corresponding monthly search volume for each suggested term. And I'm going to go ahead and send that off to RightBlogger Chat, and you can see now it's gathering that keyword data, and it spits it out in a really nice table of volume, competition, and then cost per click. All the data that I'd need in order to make a real decision around how I want to pursue writing about this topic. Maybe I'll create content on all of these. Probably not. I'm going to prioritize ones that are in the low to medium competition range and have some actual, real, solid, meaningful search volume here. These are the ones that kind of jump out to me. And then finally, you can see there's a little bit of an analysis here that gives you a little bit of direction on how to think about these terms and maybe select the right ones that work for you and for your audience. The best part about using chat for doing keyword research is that you can ask follow-up questions, and you can ask it to clarify things, pull other data sources in, and really help you refine what you're creating content about. AI helps you find untapped opportunities and understand what your audience actually wants. But more than anything, it saves you time. This is so much faster than doing manual research, and it doesn't leave you wondering whether or not you're pursuing the right topics. Next, we're going to use AI for content creation with a human touch. AI can write a first draft, but it can't replace you. The key is to use AI as a starting point to get you past the blank page. Then it's up to you to weave in your own personal stories, your life experiences, and real examples to make your content really connect with your audience. First, it's important to train whichever AI tool you're using to write in your own style and tone of voice. Inside RightBlogger, we built MyTone to do exactly that. Just upload a few samples of your writing or link up a couple videos, and the AI will learn how to sound like you when it gets to writing. Now that we've done our research and created a tone that personalizes the AI writing, we're going to actually dive into content creation here. This is the AI article writer tool inside RightBlogger. This is our flagship tool. It's how we create content, and it's the most popular one that people are using. Now, I'll always start by selecting a project. This is essentially a quick way to add presets to any tool inside RightBlogger that defines settings that I like to use every time I create content. For our example here, I'm going to choose best hikes in Joshua Tree. And you're going to want to leave the edit outline toggled on. This gives you the opportunity to really customize the outline draft that AI is going to create at the next step and make sure this article is going to cover what you want it to cover. You can toggle on including images. It's going to go grab royalty-free stock images to include in your article. Toggling on external links is a good best practice as well. It's going to link to some relevant authoritative links outside of your site. And finally, real-time knowledge. If you're working with some timely material or news, then it's going to go out and fetch a Google search to get the most recent relevant results and include some links back into your content here. Under the tone and writing style, I've selected the MyTone we just created, but you could choose from any of the different options we include here. And then language, you can choose the output language of your choice as well. For article length, I'm going to leave this as automatic, but you get a bunch of options ranging from short form to very long form. Point of view, I like to leave this as first person, and you got some options if you want a blank outline to start with, and if you want AI to include a relevant video inside your article. For internal links, I'm going to go ahead and switch this up to be for my hiking blog, hikewithryan.com. You'll want to add your site right here, and AI is going to include any relevant links it can into the article you create when it gets going here. Under the primary keyword phrase, I'm going to go ahead and just grab this keyword that we started the article with, best hikes in Joshua Tree, because this is what we want to nail our SEO optimization on the first draft article we're going to get here. Under target audience, I'm going to say hikers in the desert. Now, under additional instructions for the outline and additional instructions for the article, this is where you have the opportunity to really personalize the content you're creating. So for this example, ideally, I'd add in what the top 5 to 10 hikes are that I want to be included in this article. But again, for the sake of this example, we're going to go pretty quickly here. You could turn on the creativity slider all the way up if you wanted to get more creative, but I like to leave it right here in the middle at standard creativity. And then finally, if you want to add some knowledge sources, some custom knowledge sources that you want the AI to reference in your content, you can do so right here, or pull from your library of existing knowledge inside RightBlogger, or even just paste in some text that you found somewhere online. I'm going to go ahead and X that out for now and then click Generate Outline. What's important at this step is that whether you're using ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's Gemini, or any AI tool, you really want to personalize the prompting process so that this article is uniquely yours. AI can do a lot for you, but it can't do critical thinking. It can't draw from your own lived experiences and the way that you want to create this piece of content. Once you've created the outline, this is another opportunity to add in much more of your own personalized approach to how you want this article to come to life. You can drag and drop sections as you please anywhere you want inside the article, and you're going to have the opportunity to really customize how the AI goes about creating this. If you want to make edits to a section, just hit this pencil icon and you can see the instructions that AI is going to be working with. And then you have the opportunity to make edits as you see fit as well. But for the sake of this, I'm liking how this turned out. If I wanted to add an outline item, I could, but to me, this looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Generate Article. Now, what's happening behind the scenes when you start generating an article is that we're packaging together all of our detailed prompting with your instructions, the stuff that you added to personalize the content you're creating into this really nice, unique article that's going to come to life here shortly. And here we have it. After just a couple of minutes, we've created our entire first draft article here on the best hikes in Joshua Tree, a trail guide for every adventurer. Now, as we just give it a quick scroll, we can see it's pretty heavy on the word count, 2,874 words. That's about the maximum I'd want for something of this level. Grade level 7, that's pretty good on a readability score. And we have some options now for what we want to do with this article once we've tuned it up. But real quick, let's give it a quick scan. I'm seeing some really nice formatting elements, some lists, some bold, some external links here. We've got a link to All Trails, which is a fantastic high authority link. And then a lot of recommendations that are pretty on point here. I've done some of these hikes myself, and I know these are pretty good trails. I like that this one is mentioned in particular because it's a great name for a mountain. This is looking pretty good to me. There aren't a lot of changes I'd probably make to this other than weaving in some photos that I've taken myself because, again, making sure that the content is personalized and feels like it's from me is really important. And that's what really adds the finishing touch on any content you've used AI to help with the first draft is your own contributions as well. Now, if you want to make edits inside RightBlogger, if you're creating this content, we have this editor tab. And in the editor tab, you can make any changes you want. We can see here, if you want to highlight something, you can ask AI to, let's say, rewrite it, to summarize something, to expand it a bit, or to even shorten the text if a paragraph is too long. And any edits you make inside RightBlogger with an article will be saved directly under this editor tab. If you click back on the article tab, this is forever going to be your original article. But under the editor here, let's say you're collaborating with other people inside your account. This is going to be where you save changes. Now, real quick, a couple other important features of the article writer, the SEO tab. This is where you're going to be automatically given an SEO meta title, a suggestion for a meta description, a permalink suggestion. This is the hyperlink, the URL that you're going to use for your blog post, and then the primary keyword phrase that you can copy and paste directly into your Rank Math or your Yoast SEO plugin if you're using WordPress. Last but not least, if you've generated images, you'll get some options in here, and then you can also chat against this piece of content. If you want to create some follow-up content or make some revisions, you can always do that right here. For example, write one Instagram caption for this article. Let's say I'm ready to post about this article on my Instagram and I show a carousel of photos. This gives me a really quick way to get a caption with some emojis, with some hashtags. This is just a quick way to get more follow-up content and make some quick revisions. If, like me, your content creation process begins with making videos, or you don't want to start with a keyword phrase, you can take the link to any YouTube video you've made or the transcript from any video you've created and turn that into an SEO-optimized blog post using our video to blog tool. Here's an example from a video Andy recently made for our RightBlogger YouTube channel talking about the most recent Claude model that came out. You can see here we plugged in the URL for the video that just went live, and then we get a really nice looking article with the video embedded, some nice formatting elements. And again, this is about making really great first draft content. Now, from here, I'll send this to our WordPress blog with just one click, or I could copy the content and paste it directly into my CMS of choice, or I have the option to click this share button and share it with someone that I want to collaborate with. The key takeaway with AI writing tools is that they speed up your process while you get to add the expertise, the personality, and the human touch. Now, let's get into using AI for SEO optimization. AI can help you optimize both your existing content and the new pieces you publish to rank higher in search engines without keyword stuffing or other black hat tactics that never really work. Let's take a look at RightBlogger's content gap analysis tool. I've gone ahead and pasted in the link here to an article on my blog talking about the top ranking articles that currently ranks higher than mine for this keyword phrase, best hikes in Yosemite. That's the topic that I want to rank for. And so I've got it here in my primary article. This one's mine. And the secondary one is the article I want to compare my content with. So I've gone ahead and I've generated an analysis. Now, what we're going to get here is the AI has gone out and figured out why this other article is ranking higher than mine. It generates a summary that talks about why this piece of content is outperforming mine. And then it goes ahead and it points out all of the content gaps. There's hikes that my article is missing. There's a missing focus on family and accessibility. I don't have as much seasonal tips, things around visitor logistics, alternative activities, etc. Then it highlights opportunities. It talks about the specific ways that I can improve my piece of content, and it's really detailed here. Then finally, it wraps up with some questions that the competitor article answers that mine doesn't. And these are examples of really great copy and paste questions that I could add to, say, a frequently asked questions section near the end of my article and make sure I cover these. This is what AI is telling me is important for this topic. And then finally, we've got some last pointers here on how to improve my article that takes in all of these considerations into account. The key takeaway with using AI for SEO optimization is that these tools help you nail all the SEO basics with your content. But remember, Google rewards high quality, valuable content above all else. If you publish an entirely AI generated article without weaving yourself and what makes you unique into your content, don't expect it to perform well. The magic is in striking the balance between using AI to speed up your processes while still keeping you front and center with the content you create. Next, let's use AI for repurposing your existing content. Repurposing is pretty simple. Make one piece of content, then use AI tools to turn it into many more pieces. As I showed earlier, you can turn any video into a blog post, and you can also go the other direction. You can turn any post you've published on your blog into a script that features bullet points and gives you a really clear sense for how to make a video that can be paired with the article that already exists on your site. We also have over a dozen social media tools inside RightBlogger where you can paste in the link to any piece of content you've created and instantly generate content that you can share across all of your different social channels. This helps you spread the word about the content you've created and really maximize the amount that you're getting from the investment you're spending into creating content. Finally, you can also generate newsletter copy based on any piece of content you've created, or you can paste in something that you want to share right here and turn into a more newsletter style piece of copy. I'll go ahead and click generate. You've got different options for all of these tools that you can use, but you'll get a nice snappy subject line that's designed to be pretty short and straight to the point with a suggestion on how to approach writing a newsletter about this, including a link to the article you started with. The key takeaway with repurposing is that AI can make your life a lot easier when it comes to creating new content from your existing material. Plus, it expands your ability to reach different audiences on different platforms and in different mediums. It can also prove to be a launching pad for expanding your ideas into more new content. Finally, using AI today will actually help you stay ahead of the curve with all the changes in SEO that are coming in the years ahead. The reality is that SEO is always changing. This has always been the case since I first started working in this field 15 years ago. And while SEO is far from dead today, it will continue changing. AI can now help you stay informed and keep you in a great position to adapt as new changes shake out. For example, YouTube CEO published this blog post about AI and the future of search. He talks about some of the AI features they've already added into YouTube and gives a look around the corner at more that's coming down the pipeline. You can see here he talks about some of the different AI features, and he says that creators are most excited about the ways AI can help with their bread and butter production. They talk about tools that help you generate new video ideas, titles, thumbnails. Point being, you can expect a lot more to come out of AI from these major platforms that have search built into them. So the more you're keeping an eye on these types of tools and making use of them in your content creation process, the more you'll stay tapped into all of the changes that are coming in SEO. At the end of the day, you don't need to be afraid of AI. In fact, it's actually pretty awesome when deployed correctly. Embrace AI as a tool to help you stay competitive, to take boring or repetitive tasks off your plate, to arm yourself with more research, and create better content faster. Use AI to try and replace yourself entirely in the content creation process, and that's where you're gonna run into some trouble. AI is changing SEO, but the fundamentals remain the same. Create valuable content, focus on your audience, and use the right tools to help you along the way. From researching and identifying the right topics to nailing SEO first draft blog posts, optimizing your content, and repurposing it into different formats, AI has become a must-use tool if you want to get traffic from SEO. Try RightBlogger for free using the link in the description below this video or by heading to rightblogger.com. We also have a free AI Foundations course that dives deep into the AI content creation process, including some behind-the-scenes case studies of how we and our customers are using these tools to grow into the hundreds of thousands of monthly website visitors. Thank you for watching, and if you want more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.